Okay, I think I'm going to try to put a bunch in this one just because there was so much. Another heavy purge today, but this one today, it came out of nowhere. I was all set to go out paddling, and it just hit me. It almost knocked me over. I was so and I can't even describe it. I'm not even sure. It was like this. It was like somebody's heart shattered into a million pieces on the other side of the world. And then it just reached me and knocked me full over. And really heavy, like a hurt cry, like a cry so hard, no noise was even coming out. And but then just as soon as it came, it left. I'm exaggerating a little bit. It was heavy for a while, but then I don't know what it was, but just snap out of nowhere, I found myself back to me and happy and doing my thing. And I was like, now wait a minute, what the fuck was that? Right? It was wild how it hit me. It went through me. And then, I guess we could say I transmuted it much faster than I'm even used to. And I was back to me. I was confident and happy and good to go. And I was like, holy shit. It was wild. And it's I don't even know what that message is. There was some others. Oh, here's the other thing. So this has been happening a lot lately too. And this used to happen a lot more when I was a kid. It just was a remembrance of that because I have noticed it lately. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I was like, oh shit, this used to happen a lot when I was little. Okay, so how do I explain it? It's if you listen to the one, it's previous or maybe 2 or 3 back, but recent, about how it really is like God or my Uncle Joe or my mom come through, and I don't always know, but sometimes I do, and I'm almost watching them in me. It's wild. Nonetheless, it's kind of like that. But what'll happen is, how energies will come through and they'll talk with me and I'll be translating with them. It's pretty cool, but I don't really know how to explain it because I don't really fully understand it. Nonetheless, it'll come through and I'll be doing my thing, but I'll notice somebody else is talking with it, but it's kind of like it's me too, but it's not. And I'm observing the conversation. And then I'm like, now wait a minute. What just happened there? Oh God. An energy had come through. This is probably a better way. Let me explain this one because it still is me. So let me explain it. An energy had come through and I found myself talking with it, but not necessarily recognizing it. Maybe that's a better translation, where it was I was consciously focusing on, I was washing the dishes. And I guess having another thought or conversation, or not at all. I don't know. I don't recall. But nonetheless, it was I was observing this other conversation going on in my head. But it was me responding. I still can't verbalize it like it was happening. But anyway, they came through. They were saying they were sorry or they were really upset or something. Shit, I forget what they said, and I forget. I said, my response was something along the lines of, I normally would say, well, maybe next lifetime. But in this case, that's not going to happen. This was your last lifetime to get it right. And you did not. So I guess I'll never see you again. was something like that. And then I continued doing the dishes, and then it was almost like I heard it. It was like the echo of it I heard, and I was like, oh shit. What did I just say? What? In other words, I didn't realize I was saying that. That's what I mean by it was like another. And I'm like, well, what the hell did that mean? And it made me think of all the times they've told me that people have 3 chances. And I guess it was like that person's 3rd chance. And he knew, it was like he knew he had been given too many chances, even in this lifetime, but in previous lifetimes. And it was like he knew, it was somehow he knew something. He knew, I don't know if he knew. I don't know. And, oh, that's interesting. Now that I'm talking this out with you, I'm wondering if it was somebody who was dealing with that and realized they lost the love of their life and this was their last lifetime to get it right. And it was their heart that smashed that I felt. I thought these were all a bunch of separate ones, but they do that, don't they? As I start to talk and understand what they're... Very interesting. I don't know what that... How can that be a message for everyone? Don't fuck up this lifetime. Right? It's nobody wants to do the shadow work. It'd be so easy if we all could just float on by. But there are consequences because many of us are operating from a lower state, from fear or from a trauma or from an unhealed wound or however you want to say it, but it's not operating from unconditional love. And when we're not operating from our highest and best, and we're not united with ourselves, then we're creating karma for ourselves because we're putting out less than. We're putting out less than our best. And we're not loving ourselves. And so we're just creating a disaster. And then we're fucking up our own paths. We're fucking up our own lives. It's like, who you hurting? Well, you're hurting a boatload of people, but ultimately you're hurting yourself more than anything. So stop it. Stop. Get your shit together. Figure out how you really want your life to look and feel. What do you want it to be made up of? And who do you want it to be made up of? And start figuring it all out, right? And be really clear and honest with yourself because, you know, if you're hanging around a lot of people who aren't loving themselves, they're going to be participating in a lot of activities that are detrimental to them, their mental, physical, emotional, spiritual health. And you hanging out with them, you're going to be like the target, right? You're going to stand in the line of fire and you're going to take the bullet, or you're going to be hit by the shrapnel, or you're going to turn into them and you're going to get derailed off your own path. So it's like, this is why it's so important, not just who you're surrounding yourself with, but what you're surrounding yourself with and what you're listening to and what you're intaking and all of these things. They really affect us so much more than we realize. And I think many, many people do realize it. I think there's been a tremendous amount of awareness brought to that. And yet, I don't know that it's always fully heard anymore, only because it has been talked about so much. But I think it's talked about more than anything for health, right? But it's affecting all areas of your health. And I think oftentimes it's talked about maybe like if you watch too much TV or your screen time or this kind of thing, it's affecting your mental health. Well, your mental health affects every area of your life. Your physical, your emotional, your spiritual, right? Like it fucks it all up. So everything's being affected. It's a domino effect. So maybe the lesson from all of these was, when I tell you this person's heart is shattered, I'm telling you the pain that I was in this afternoon, the agony, the sadness, the deep sadness was indescribable. It was like they had that remembrance, they had that hit, they had that knowing all at once that this was it. They're shattered. That's the best I can explain it, because I'm telling you, I was even on the ground, and it was just so like, I mean, I literally was crying out loud, but not a sound was coming out. It was that deep. And so, like, what is that? I mean, it's the, like, what is that message for that person? I mean, oh God, because that could be a million things, you know? Let's not think about it. Oh God, sorry. It was heavy. I guess it's like, I thought it had to have been a heartbreak. I can't imagine anything else being so, it was earth shattering. And so don't break your own heart, because that's all we're ever doing. We're breaking our own hearts when we're not loving and honoring ourselves. And boy, can it be sticky tricky, because our human eyes and ears, man, do they trip us up. They do. They do. And our old thinking, right? Our old beliefs. So it's like, even if you have a new belief or a new understanding, if that old one is still the dominant pattern, it'll fuck you up. Especially if you're going into knee-jerk automatic pilot. And it'll be like, foiled again. We only have so many, foiled again chances before you're up shit's creek. It's like the idea of like, don't wait until Monday, right? Everybody's like, I'll start Monday. All right, well, let's hope Monday comes. This might be your last hour. You know, it's like, why, who are you hurting? Who are you hurting holding off? And who are you doing a favor for when you start? It's like, don't act like you're doing me a favor. Start Monday, start next year, never start. I don't give a fuck. It's your life. It's who exactly are you hurting? Wait all you want. I don't give a fuck. You're only hurting yourself. We just don't think of it that way. It's like we don't realize it. Laziness, excuses, not loving ourselves enough. It's not easy either way. But the benefits of doing it for ourselves far outweigh the laziness of not doing it. Right? It's like, yes, it can seem easier to be lazy and just not do anything. And then you are miserable and bitching and complaining about the same problem for the rest of your days. But you could have started at any point, right? And yeah, it sucks. It's hard. I'm going to stop saying I'm not going to say that, because I know people don't like that. They're like, don't focus on the negative, which I agree. But let's also be realistic. Yes, it's fucking hard. It is. Yeah, it sucks. And I'd rather work towards it, going through the hell of working through it, until it becomes new automatic pilot where it's not so challenging anymore. It's like, I love myself enough to crawl through the mud versus just staying and sitting in the mud, because it's easier, it's more comfortable. But then I'm always going to be bitching that I can't get out of this damn mud. It's turned into cement. Well, sucks you didn't make it happen when it sucked, when it was thick mud. You know what I mean? Like, it does suck. I think maybe we should start saying that, right? So that people are like, everybody acts like it's so easy. It's not, I'm not doing it. It's easy for them. No, it's not easy for them. It's not easy for people. It's not. It is challenging. We're just choosing to tell ourselves the right thing and not focus on the hardness of it, but focusing on the end point. Why are you starting? Whatever it is you're starting. You know, like, yes, it sucks. Like, they keep showing, they show this a lot, alcohol. They keep showing somebody is like having a real struggle with alcohol. And so, yeah, you have to choose, like, yes, it's going to fucking suck. Yeah. And the person they're showing is like what do they call it? This is not even a functioning alcoholic. Sometimes they call them functioning alcoholics, where you don't really know they're an alcoholic. This is not that. This is clearly somebody who has a serious problem. And so, yeah, they probably are going to need to go somewhere to get serious assistance. But they're going to have to want that. They have to want it, right? It's like if you put somebody like that in a rehab and they're kicking and screaming, have zero interest in being there, their heart's not in it, they're going to do everything they can to prove you right or wrong, whatever they need to do to get the fuck out and get back to the drink. So it's like, so fine. If you don't love your life, I can't love your life more than you love your life. So if you don't love it, fine, toss it away. Drink to oblivion, die in the street. Right? It's like people have to love themselves and their life more than the addiction. And yes, it's going to fucking suck. But doesn't it suck? Wouldn't it suck to die an alcoholic in the street? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're okay with that. That's everybody's choice. But that's the hard choices. Yes, it fucking sucks. And you got yourself there. So now you got to get yourself out of that. It all sucks. It sucks. And what even sucks even more is, they're probably that because of some trauma or some really shitty things that should have never have happened to them. And they didn't have the skills, the awareness, the desire, the right people around them, any number of things to get the help they needed. So they turned to the only thing they need to turn to escape the pain, because they didn't understand the pain and they didn't know how to go within. They didn't know how to do and they didn't seek it out, right? Because everywhere they turned, that's all they saw. So it's probably even fucking shittier that they got shit on in life and then they turned into that and then they're still in hell and now they have to fucking work out of that. I hear ya. That's usually how it works. It's like you gotta go within. You gotta connect to your higher self and you gotta unlock your heart, your direct connection to unconditional love, and love yourself. And shit sucks. But again, it's a choice. It's a choice. And it always depends on where you are in your journey. There's so many people who, they might not have any kind of addiction like that, but they have, we talk about like people-pleasing addiction, right? All types of things. Addicted to wanting to belong, or addicted to money, addicted to sex, addicted to shopping, addicted to keeping themselves so busy they can't even hear their own thoughts. I mean, there's all types of things to avoid ourselves, avoid connecting to ourselves. And then that means you're literally avoiding your life. You might be filling it up with stuff, but you're not living it because your heart isn't in it, because you don't know what your heart even wants, because you don't know yourself. So how the fuck would you know? And so you just run from yourself your entire life until you're on your deathbed and go, oh, wait a minute, I have a minute before I'm dead. Did I get everything done I wanted to? Oh, shit, I didn't do anything I wanted to. I was too busy pleasing everybody else and worrying about everybody else, and putting everybody else's need ahead of mine, and numbing out on alcohol, and numbing out on drugs, and numbing out on sex, and numbing out on numbing out on numbing out on numbing out. Oh, well, another life scrapped. All right, awesome. Right? Or they worked too hard. Always working. Forgot all about their family, forgot all about living, forgot all about... Awesome. All right, well, say bye-bye. You're a breath away from death, so how'd that work out for you? It's like, when will we ever learn? We see these examples every day, all day. And you hear it every day, all day. But it doesn't hit until it hits, right? It doesn't hit until what? Until something devastating happens to us, because that's the truth. Words really don't teach. They really don't. You have to experience it. And some people listen at the tap on the shoulder. Some people listen at the whisper or the blow in the wind. Other people need to get knocked the fuck over before they're like, oh, wait a minute. This has happened a dozen times and now I've broken every bone in my body. Do you think the universe is telling me something? Huh. What do you think? You want to take a look? Maybe it's time. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.